trying to find something on the radio. And Mom, I think there's a problem with the radio, but oh wait, there's this new station. It's called Live Music. Let's see what happens when we press the button. Bing! I think we're the only people that have this station, though.
Advantage of it.
Yeah, take advantage of it. Yeah, you want to get out and dance? I think you have to say ole.
Ole, bravo.
Love you, Rosie. I love you.
Hi, I'm Sandy Scheller with the Chula Vista Heritage Museum and the South Bay Historical Society. It is a mouthful if you want to try it.
It is.
It is. I'm with one of the most incredible people in the world. Not just because of what he does, but because of who he is. This is Mr. Pepe Romero from the family of the Royal Guitars.
Thank you.
And Pepe, I just want to be the first to say happy anniversary for the 60th anniversary of the family being together.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
You have a lot of information about who the Romeros are and what you do, but I'm going to focus on somebody very, very special. That is Papa.
Yes.
Even though people think that he was born in Spain, he was born in Cuba.
Of course. Yes. During a trip of my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
So his father and his mother, both from Spain.
Mm-hmm.
He was born in Cuba in the most beautiful city of Cienfuegos. And then when he was 5 years old, he went back to Spain. He always wanted to go back. He always wanted to see it again, but never had the chance. Too many things kept happening in his life that kept him from going back. But I was able, on the year that he left us, I was able to go there and see
I remember.
his birthplace, his birth house, and had a magical time.
Pepe, I can say my mom was a Holocaust survivor.
Yes.
You get to say that your father survived the Spanish Civil War.
Yes. Franco, post-Civil War.
Post-Civil War.
The Franco reign, the Franco dictatorship in Spain. He survived it.
And how did he survive it, and how did he come to the United States?
How did he survive? With incredible will and with an incredible partner in my mother. And
An amazing woman.
An amazing...
Who I would call Mama.
Yes, an amazing woman, through his love for music and her love for music and respect and love for what he did, and the awareness of always never losing hope. The important thing is to never lose hope.
Can we say that together and we'll look out?
Yes.
Never lose hope. How many times did my mom say that? And how many times did your family say that?
Yes.
And those are words, Pepe, that truly you can talk with people around the world and they ask you, tell me a secret or tell me a surprise or tell me something that makes you. And those are the words. Never lose hope.
Exactly. Because the world has had horrendous abuses, people lust for power, expression of enormous egos, and people thinking that for whatever reason they're better than somebody else. And the beautiful thing about music, and music has helped us through many horrible things. In this case, we are thinking of the atrocities of the Holocaust.
Yes.
But atrocities have happened before and they still happening now. It's so important to remember such a terrifying thing as the Holocaust, so it never happens again.
When we talk about the Holocaust, we can't help but not think about the Nazis and Adolf Hitler. And as you know, Hitler was an artist. Did you know that? From
Yes.
1900 to 1925. And I wonder about the energy that he had from that time to become an artist. Right? 1900 to 1925. Now he ends up in jail and then he does what he does in the 30s, which we all know about. But what would have happened had he continued painting? Do you think he would have been a great artist?
What would have happened to the devil if he hadn't ceased being an angel?
Amen.
That's the truth.
Yeah, it's true. Okay.
Every devil is a fallen angel.
I need you to say that on the count of 1, 2.
Every devil is a fallen angel.
Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth?
Yes.
When people, as you know, entered Auschwitz, they were greeted by beautiful music. The best musicians in the world would play. And my mother would remember hearing this music and then days later, smoke. And then you would see new musicians. And every time my mother would tell me this story about how people had a chance to make a difference through music, they were unable to. Now you have the wailing of a violin or the strings. You have the wailing of guitars. And the fact that here the violin, it doesn't have the frets, but the guitar does. And the guitar has this gorgeous music that's played like somebody who plays a violin. I look at your life and I look at somebody who's a child who was given this instrument, whether it's the guitar or the violin. This is what they were taught. This is what's in their blood. All of a sudden, they go to a place where they now see the horrors of the Holocaust. They're placed in what they have, which is the greatest concert, before they die. And I remember when Ruthie was telling me these stories, it brings me back to you, Pepe, because how many times has music soothed the soul? And I think about Papa if I have the right to call him Papa,
You, of course,
that maybe the drugs weren't there to help him, but your guitar playing, Celine's guitar playing, Angel's guitar playing, and the grandchildren
yes,
were there to put and heal this soul. Am I correct?
correct. I think that music is a gift from the Almighty. And is given to us as a way to find ourselves, to find the Almighty, our connection to God, our connection to each other, our love and respect, a way in which we can lament our misfortunes and we can rejoice in the hope that there is hope.
Mm-hmm.
And that whenever one of us suffers, we all suffer. When one of us rejoices, we all rejoice. And that's what music does. Because when the first sound, even before the sound, the silence that precedes the sound, immediately unites the spirits, the immortal part of us. Because I believe that we are mortal bodies that hold an immortal soul. And music is very representative of that duality, immortality and mortality. Because music comes from two immortal energies, silence and time, eternity and silence. And out of silence comes sound, and the sound is measured by how long that sound lives, which is a piece of eternity. And that combines, and the two of them dance together to bring us to the very moment that we are living. And that moment holds our whole history, but it also holds our future. And it holds all of us as a unity, as one being. So, of course, music is the best way to console a suffering heart, as it is the best way to exalt and rejoice in the great and beautiful things that life also can bring us.
You're amazing. And your philosophy, Papa's philosophy, Mama's philosophy was incredible. Because I remember when I would come and be with Mama and Papa, Pepe, that Papa would always say, "This is the voice of angels. This is the voice of the universe," because everybody can understand. Even somebody who can't see, they hear. And even somebody that can't hear, they feel it.
They can feel
They
it.
can feel it.
Because music is a vibration. And we are all held together in this vibration. So music is everywhere.
Mm-hmm. I sometimes think about, in fact, I think about it a lot, okay? What my mom and other Holocaust survivors went through now that I'm interviewing so many of them. And when they talk about the music, I wonder if their greatest performance was not in Carnegie Hall, but at Auschwitz. That they gave everything they had because there was nothing else to give. And I think about that. And then I wonder, Pepe, when you're on stage, you give it your all. But did you ever have a concert to yourself that you remember that really stood out? And there was like no one there when you practiced?
Well, they're very, very special times in my lives as I received my children and my grandchildren with music, and as I said goodbye to my father and my mother with music, and to many of my friends. At my age, I've had the opportunity to love many people, befriend very deeply many people, and they have departed.
Yes.
And I have played the guitar for them, for their spirit. And whether I'm in a concert or whether I'm playing by myself, I play the guitar to glorify God and bring joy to the people who listen to it.
Pepe, what does it feel like when you're playing and you know that you're playing to the soul and no longer and spirit as the body has rested? What is that like for you?
Very normal.
Normal.
Very normal, because that is actually what I do all the time.
Wow.
Because I play from the soul to the soul.
Yeah. And do you believe that the soul has an afterlife? Do you feel that once that soul, do you believe it goes to heaven? What do you believe?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I believe.
That's a hard one, isn't it?
Yes. I definitely believe that there is an after and a before life.
Uh-huh.
An eternal. I believe that there is an eternal life, and that this is a journey that we have for whatever reason, and that I'm very grateful that I have been such a lucky person and such a fortunate man. And but I really do lament the fact that so many people in this experience, in this life, have suffered so much. And if my music can bring comfort to the sufferers and joy to the spirits and the souls that join it, well, then that's what music is for. And it doesn't matter whether you're playing in Carnegie Hall or you're playing for the Pope or for a king or for whoever it is. Music is music.
Yeah.
And at the end, when we go, what do we take with us?
Tell me about it. I know you're taking all your guitars now.
I probably will. No, but I mean, do I believe? Of course I believe.
Yeah.
Of course I believe. If not, love would not exist.
Sure.
All these beautiful things.
How do you picture your mother and father? Example, I picture that when my mother died, she had to say hello to everybody that she hadn't seen. She found her parents, right? And right away she embraced them. She got to be with my father. I believe that she met with Mama and Papa. I think that they've had a long talk. I pictured your father and my father maybe having a glass of wine, whatever they have up in heaven. What do you picture? Do you have visions or do you not have visions? What do you picture?
I don't have visions.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't imagine them like, for example, Rodrigo used to say, "Oh, when we die, we're going to sit smoking Cuban cigars, and we're going to watch all the young players fighting with how difficult the music I've written is, and we are going to be laughing up there." But then he also said, in his serious moment, he said, "When we die, we become music."
Oh, interesting.
And what is music?
Yes. It's in the soul.
So I don't have an image. I think the images that I have are that of my memories of them.
Uh-huh. Do you see music
But
notes?
do I believe that they exist? Yes. Do I believe in the awareness
Yes.
that the spirits have? Yes, I do. Do I feel their presence? Yes, I do.
Uh-huh.
I have very often been playing the guitar and had my hands, my body taken over, and I knew it was taken over by the energy of my father. And the music that started happening is not what I was predicting or willing, and it was far more beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I believe in a lot of energy, but I have no idea what it is.
Yeah. You know, and especially when Ruthie passed away, I thought that would be a super difficult time. And then I would realize that I would do something. And then it was like, I felt this, oh, no, you don't. That's not right. Or you better do this.
Yeah, yes.
And it's like, somebody said this to me, never explain and never complain.
That's right.
And that's what I've done. But I will tell you that to me, it's so important for people to understand music, one note at a time, almost like knitting a sweater unless you're playing a chord. And I will say that the music you have put on this earth and in the universe has been a comet in the horizon. I don't think there's anybody who can touch what you do. And I will tell you that I have loved you, your family, grandchildren, mother, father, everything there is to love. And in this very difficult time, even though we can't do this or whatever, that we have good feelings. We know each other in spirit.
We do.
And it's very important, and we can say it one more time about having hope,
Yes.
that we always have hope. We always have to have hope.
And I remember your mother.
And I remember your mom.
When your mother was such a frail body, and you could see such powerful spirit, such greatness and such enormous spirit living inside this frail body.
Yeah.
I think, do I have a vision of what they are? Their magnificence in it.
Pepe, I hope she's walking. She missed walking so much, and when she was stuck to the chair, I really hope that the one thing she wanted to do, which was walk, would be to walk again.
I think she can do whatever she wants now.
I know your dad's playing, you know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mom's playing. Yeah. Pretty amazing. I'm going to ask you some questions. What's a secret you've never told anybody?
The secret I never told anybody is the one I will take to the grave with me.
What's the hardest piece of music you ever played?
The one I have not played yet. The one I'm going to learn next.
That's amazing. And if you want more questions, you just have to ask, right?
That's right.
Oh my gosh. Pepe, you're a sweetheart. You're a wonderful person.
Love you.
I love you very much. It's been wonderful seeing you. floors me that we have this thing. I feel like, forgive me, Father, for I have.
Soon we can take it off.
Someday we're going to take
Someday we
this
will.
off.
We will.
Do you promise that you have to make a promise on the film? Are you going to promise to come to the exhibit? At the
Absolutely, and I cannot wait to come to the exhibit.
You know, if you brought your guitar, I'll let you play there if you want. It's pretty cool. I mean, you can,
I will.
really?
Yes.
Truly? You know, Chula Vista loves you. Our San Diego loves you. The world loves you. You're
Thank
so
you.
well loved. I'm going to leave this with you. It's our magazine of Ruth.
Oh,
They gave 5,000
beautiful.
copies. The university made these. So go to the Chula Vista Public Library. You can read this gorgeous article about my mom. So I'm going to do this.
thank you very much.
And with that, we say, see you later. Thanks for watching.